gonna start putting. Because it now.
Well, y'all know I ain't condoning nothing, but hey, them is what you call some real Alkabulians. They ain't playing. We can't come in. Well, come on outside then. That's right. Come outside. If we can't come in, you come outside. Come outside. Where's that cat picture, y'all? Put it up. Come outside.
The Chinese are taking over Jamaica like rapid wildfire. As a Jamaican, this is very alarming and this is troubling. Listen, I want to explain. Full disclaimer. The Chinese people and the Indians, they are some smart and savvy business people that know how to do business, and they are very great at providing stellar, top-class premier customer service. Something that Jamaicans don't have any idea of doing, at least most. Because a lot of time, people, we go to Jamaican businesses and we go do business, and when you go there, it seems like we are begging to be served by our own Jamaicans. So in that regard, the Chinese and the Indians and other foreign people, they know how to conduct business, and they know how to provide customer service to make sure we are served as customers. So that's a full disclaimer. Big up the Chinese them in that regard. But my point is, the reason why this is alarming is because all of the big businesses in most of Jamaica right now are going to be taken over by Chinese, because majority of places right now are running by the Chinese people, Indian people, foreign people. And again, what is due to Caesar, give it to Caesar. They are business minded and they know how to conduct business. But may I tell you, in the next couple of years, might as well you name Jamaica Chinese town. Because may I tell you, everywhere is taken over by Chinese, specifically, and other foreign people, but specifically Chinese. The big example, when I used to go to Linstead back in the day, like 15-20 years ago, all of the businesses were controlled and run by Jamaicans on both streets, left and right. And surprise, surprise, the last 2, 3, 5, 7 years, those businesses and the business places are shut down and are now reopened by Chinese successfully.
I don't care what nobody say. I love how Jamaica handle business. Listen to me. If Jamaicans don't want somebody doing something, they're not doing it. There's none of that racist bullshit doing that shit. No. I've heard so many stories from the Jamaicans while I was there about, like, the governor, what is it called? The ambassador? Not an ambassador. I seriously cannot remember what y'all's is called. I think, no, not a queen, president. I cannot remember what it's called. I'm blanking on the word, but because I've heard about the corruption in y'all government and it's terrifying, like Jesus Christ. They'll come somewhere and try to build something which is eliminating people's land, their houses, farms, and shit like that they own. And Jamaicans will just come together as a community and stop that shit by any means necessary. You want to know all the horror stories I've heard about when somebody's child get kidnapped, or if there's a predator out there? Oh my God. I don't even seriously think I could talk about it on TikTok without getting the sound or the video took. Like, Jamaicans handle business. They freed they damn self from slavery. They weren't waiting on no white Jesus or no savior. They saw slavery as something they didn't want to be a part of, and you know what they did? They freed they damn self. Why do you think they got? Is it Freedom Park or not Freedom? I swear I'm blanking on some of the names today. I just woke up, but Jamaicans know which park I'm talking about, right? It is a huge park that has nothing but monuments to the freedom of slavery and their black leaders and the people that did what was necessary for them to be free. When I was in Jamaica, I'll never forget. It was a waterfall. And for some reason, it overflowed and was running across the road. Like on the side of the road, there was like this giant waterfall coming down and it overflowed. You know what people did? They turned it into a tourist attraction. Just like that. It was people out there selling jerk chicken. It was people out there with fruit carts and stuff like that. There was people out there taking showers and baths in it. The news came out there, reported it, and just went home. It's still there. Nothing happened to it. And I love that. Like, when Jamaicans want something done, they're going to get that shit done. I don't care what nobody say. They will come together as a community to get some shit done. That is something that I absolutely love and respect about Jamaicans, because I don't care what nobody say. You don't mess with kids. None of that robbing and stealing bullshit, because if you go too far, they gonna go further. They get shit done sometime before the police. The police have to come down and save you half of the time. I'm like, it's beautiful how they stand their ground on whatever the fuck they believe in as a community.
So we as Jamaicans, we can't wait for the government for the things for we or for fight for we. We can't wait for them. That's why we have to take things in our own hands. Them say we can't use the beach if you're not Chinese or if you're not white Jamaican. And what kind of thing that? In our own island, we can't use the beach. So guess what we're going? They're gonna burn that down. Yep, right down to the ground. Don't play with Jamaicans and Jamaica. I think we are a joke.
And I don't know if y'all know about that hotel that was burned down in Jamaica because they were denying locals access to the beach. Jamaica is a very hard place to be colonized. And I'm gonna just say this. Jamaicans are not one of them people to take that covert thing lightly. They're really not with this shit. They don't have it in them. That whole colorism thing will probably have a sprinkle of colorism, but anyhow it goes too far where you feel like you want to start moving like the palm colored people in a continent that's really predominantly black, that right there is not going to last very long. Jamaicans is really not one of them other cultures that will go as far to pacify whites or to create allyship with whites in a way that it becomes a detriment to the culture, to the blacks, to the natives of the land. Jamaicans are really not like that, no. And mind you, Jamaican culture is really mixed. Many of you might not know it, but next to black, it's really the Asian culture. We're black first, and then it's Asians and Indians. And to be honest, at the end of the day, we're an island that's really predominantly full of minorities. And anytime they start coming over here moving with that funny shit that you see in other countries, they don't, no, they're not. No. So I'm just letting you know is right now, anyhow, that the hotel that was burnt down, just know that's not going to be the last. And it was definitely not the first, but I'm just letting you know it's right now. Y'all, for anyone else, take notes and tread lightly, because that's how they are. And if they can't catch you with rockstone, they can't catch you with gasoline, they're working well witchcraft.
There is strife and problems in Jamaica as a alleged Chinese hotel that was blocking local people's access to the beach has now been set ablaze. We don't know the full stories as to how and what has gone on behind it, but it is alleged that a Chinese hotel is torched by Jamaican nationals after being denied access to the local beach and resort reserved only for white Jamaicans and Chinese citizens inside Jamaica. Now, having seen what's gone on inside South Africa and how they are pushing out about migrants in the country, Jamaica has been very chilled about the removal of access to its own beaches, which is constitutionally, I believe, in Jamaica, something that should be protected. But private companies have bought every single seafront, and they are now preventing actual local Jamaicans from having beach. And if you think about Jamaica, you think beach mountains. So if you can't access the beach, that's a massive deal for local people, and it's something that the Jamaican government is going to have to figure out a real strategy for. What they do not want is that local businesses or international businesses who are set up in Jamaica feel like it's not safe because they've completely sold every single part of the beachfront properties available in Jamaica. Tell me what you think. If you have more information locally, please share, because you know it means a lot to us as our.
So welcome back, guys. We are looking at the developments that are taking place right now in Jamaica. And so the Jamaicans are saying we're not like the Americans. We are not like the black Americans who put up with racist behavior, racist profiling. As you know, the Asian continent, especially the Chinese and the Indians, have major investment in Jamaica. The government of Jamaica has given them very, very, very large consentments in terms of lands, property, goods, and services, and they have a stake in the land. But nevertheless, you had the incidents in which one of the hotels was brought down because of racial profiling, where Jamaicans were refused access into a hotel in their own very land, and they said, we're not going to take that, we're not going to take that at all, enough is enough. And they set the place ablaze. And so you see the doggedness, you see the ruggedity, you see the tenacity, the ferociousness, and the oneness of the Jamaicans, especially in confronting things like this. So if you're an old subscriber, you're welcome. Please feel free to comment and to share this video. If you're a new subscriber, please hit that notification button to support your dear brother and subscription. All credit to the original content owners. So let's get into the comment. Let the conversation begin. And trust me, see you on the next video. Bye.